Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Activities for People Living with Dementia. We're proud to offer this series with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and the United Way of Tarrant County. Some of our programs are recorded, and some are made available for viewing through our YouTube channel for future use. I am Martha Brown, your host for today's activities. Today, we are going to look at healthy cooking. I have chosen a video from a woman named Chef Julia. Just one second. Come here, sweetheart. Nope. He wants to chew on my foot, but not to be brought up. Okay. We're going to look at a video by Julia, and then we're going to talk about how we make it, what it looks like, and interesting things about some of the ingredients in the recipe. So we're going to stop sharing there and move that over and make this bigger. We're going to share screen again. Hello. Move this just a little bit. There's Chef Julia. She has been in the military, and she was a social worker in the military. I thought that was pretty cool. And she went through chef school, and she is now a plant-based chef, and she teaches cooking classes in person online. And she specializes in whole food. Instead of packaged things or fake things, she does real food. See if we can get her pulled up.
We're on it.
And we get to see the ad. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
When we first arrived at St. Jude, it was
We can't hear anything, Martha.
What?
We can't hear anything.
Can't hear?
No.
I've got it on.
Hi, I'm Chef Julia Dunaway.
It's on mute.
I just hang in there.
Today I'm going to be making some baked
Oh, yeah, now we got it.
oatmeal.
Okay, I'm going to start it over.
Yeah, I had to turn my volume up on my
Okay,
my side.
good.
Hi, I'm Chef Julia Dunaway, and today I'm going to be making some baked mixed berry oatmeal. I make this a lot with different ingredients. I made it recently with berries only, with blueberries only, and people always say, how did you make that? That looks so good. I want to make it. So I'm going to make the whole recipe today. And it's really easy. This is one of those super quick things to make. It starts with a couple of cups of rolled oats, but I'm only going to put one in the blender. The rest of the oats are going to go in my baking dish. So first of all, we're going to blend a cup of oats with 2 cups of almond milk. Then I'm going to add a fourth of a cup of date sugar. I use lots of dates instead of refined sugar or any other kind of sugars, just because they're a little bit healthier. And then I have a fourth of a cup of date syrup. I'm just putting here. And then I have some other ingredients, a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon. That's it. I'm going to blend this together in my blender. I'm going to start on low speed and increase it. So I have my other cup of rolled oats. I'm going to just put them in my 10-inch square pan. And then I'm going to put in that liquid that I made that consists of 1 cup of oats, the date syrup, the date sugar, the cinnamon, the baking powder, and just a little pinch of salt, but you don't have to add salt if you're salt-free. Now, of course, the mixed berries. I have about a cup, a little bit over a cup of blueberries, raspberries, and some blackberries. If you only had one kind of berry, you could use just blueberries or just raspberries or just blackberries, but I just made this one day because I had a little bit of everything, not enough of one thing. So I thought, hey, this would be a great way to use up all my berries. And I'm going to top it with some walnuts, some chopped walnuts. I think just a few, one of a cup, half of a cup. If you don't want to put too many nuts on there, you can just put one of a cup. So let's sprinkle some of these walnuts on the top. Of course, I love walnuts, so I'm going to use all of them, but I've made this before with very few. That is it. Then we just have to get this in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. Okay, our time is up. It took about 23 minutes. I checked it once and it wasn't quite done, but you can kind of see that this is how it's supposed to look. It's not really that firm, but it firms up as it starts to cool. So this is about the texture you're going for. Doesn't that look good? Can't wait to eat this. A little bit more. Gotta have a generous serving. The mixed berry baked oatmeal is done, and look at how luscious it looks. That is so great. I love the texture of it when it's hot, soft. So good. But you can also let it chill overnight, and then it turns into these portable bars.
Portable.
And these oatmeal bars taste great on the go. It's like having your bowl of oatmeal in your hand. So either way, hot right out of the oven. And sometimes I like to put a little almond milk on it and make it kind of even softer. Or cold the next day. I know if you make this, you'll really love this baked berry oatmeal. And I hope you make it. So please subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. And thank you very much. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Julia. Now, how do I get rid of her? Come on. How do I get rid of her? I'm looking for a way to say goodbye to YouTube. Hang in there. Exit. Well, it's not as fancy as Gail, but
It's quick and concise, yeah.
it was. I had not anticipated creating this, but I did.
Oh, excellent.
I did, and I want to pull up some slides that I made. I'm going to share again. Come on, share screen, Martha. There it is. Okay. This is the one that I made.
Oh, okay.
And if you notice, there's a chunk taken out of it right here.
I was gonna say. So what are those, blueberries?
I made mine with all blueberries because it's what I had.
Okay.
As she said, there's some variations that you can do with this one, and I made every mistake in the book. First of all, she said 350, and I misheard her, and I turned my oven on 325.
Oh, yeah.
Mine took a lot longer than it should have. And I had a big bag of frozen blueberries in the freezer, and I didn't thaw the blueberries before I put them in the mix. So that made it take longer, and it made it wetter. And I didn't have walnuts, but I had pecans. So I used pecans. What else did I do? I think
So
that's
did you use
it.
dates? Did you use dates?
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you. Here we go. I made date syrup.
Oh,
That's my
excellent.
very own bag.
Yeah.
Date syrup is pretty simple. It's dates and water, and you blend it and let it sit,
Okay,
throw it in the freezer.
excellent.
Sweetheart. And I had date syrup, so I used a fourth of my 1 cup.
Okay,
And we're going to do some more interesting looking at dates too.
okay.
Here is a package of date syrup. I don't know if I can make these. Can I make that any bigger? Let's see. 60 calories for 1 tablespoon.
Hmm.
And very well, it's just dates and water. So whatever you have in dates, I'm sorry, that's fuzzy and I can't read it.
So you say you use a 1/4 cup?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But that's in the whole pile. A 1/4 cup would be what, 4 tablespoons?
That's what I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be 240 calories worth of dates. You would have used that much of sugar if you had.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is just dates, and it says created by a doctor and a mom. I thought that was pretty interesting. And then I looked it up online. Come here, sweetheart. No, okay. On the left, you have a package of date sugar. And what
Yeah.
that is ground up and dried dates. And on the right side, it's a 1.5 pound of syrup.
Hmm.
If you do a lot of cooking, this is really great for people who have diabetes.
Okay.
If you
I've
want to,
never heard of it before.
it
Neither
is.
have I.
It's so simple. As you could see, I made some because I've made lots of recipes with date sugar and date syrup before. Oh, and I didn't have any date sugar, so I used coconut sugar. That was the other
Oh,
thing I did.
okay.
So
Well, so it's kind of like the recipe then.
yeah, it's kind of like it. That's right. And I wanted to show you that you could buy it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the recipe. If anybody's interested, I will leave this up. And if not, I'll just slide on by.
Hold on. Let me do
Okay.
something first.
Okay. Gail is so much better at this than I am. And she has
Okay.
the presentation down. Come here, sweet.
Okay.
Do you want me to read it to you? Or are you going to
No, I'm okay.
screen freeze it? Okay.
I did. Yeah.
All right. If anybody ever wants the recipe, I have it in my kitchen. And this is the information about date sugar so that we're all educated. Date sugar is healthier than white sugar. Date
Mhm.
sugar is healthier than refined white cane sugar. It has a lower GI, which is glycemic index, value than honey, coconut palm sugar, and many other alternatives. It is the highest antioxidant sweetener, which is good for our bodies, gets rid of the bad stuff. Date sugar is also a rich source of minerals and fiber. So if you're using date sugar instead of white sugar, you're getting a lot of benefits.
Wow.
Yeah, and all of that
I'm
just with that
impressed.
one little simple recipe. So if you know of anybody that's diabetic, this might be worth putting in your pantry.
Oh,
Nan, are you diabetic?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I was able to teach something today.
Yeah, I'll have to go down to Whole Foods and buy some. What does it taste like? Does it taste like regular sugar?
It's sweet. Well, yeah, it tastes like dates. If you've ever eaten dates,
Oh, I like dates.
they're sweet. It's just dates and water
Yes.
or dates and that are ground up with
I'm going to have to get some.
sugar.
And
I
that's
asked-
good because I like my sweet.
So every once in a while I ask Myra to make some oatmeal for me.
Uh-huh.
And she puts dates in it and pecans and I forget what else she puts in it, but it's nice. It doesn't have everything that has in it, but it's the same concept.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it tastes very
good.
good.
I'm glad that I thought it was pretty interesting for a first time out. And
Yeah.
it doesn't take long. It's what, 10 minutes to 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think? Is it something you'd be interested in seeing some more of? Different
Thumbs up.
varieties?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you taught me something that I did not know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's good because yeah, I haven't given up anything.
I understand, Nan.
So I have everything I'm not supposed to have, but I'm in check.
Okay,
So,
Mhm.
it's not high at all. It stays in the sixes.
good. That's good.
6 is good. 6
Oh
is
yeah.
the most. Yeah.
Yeah, and I stay in that. So, and I still have my ice cream and my brownies and so this date thing, that'll be good.
It will be.
Yeah.
Would you like me to find some more recipes that use that so we can expand your
Yeah,
repertoire?
I like
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
yeah, that's so interesting. I'm just the berries you can keep them.
Yeah. Well, you could
Uh,
make that whole thing, maybe just put nuts in it if you like nuts. But it's
yeah.
basically just, they're using almond milk, which is better for you than cow's milk.
Well, I had tried some off milk before, and I didn't care for it.
Yeah, it's to drink it, it's different. If you're using it
Yeah.
in recipes, you just don't notice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And as far as oatmeal goes, I grew up on oatmeal. I like oatmeal.
Me too.
Yeah. Nancy, did you grow up on oatmeal? Nancy,
Uh, yes, I
Did-
did.
you had oatmeal as a child?
Yes.
Lots of it.
Lots of it. It was always plain oatmeal at my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
there was
I
no
learned
packaged
that.
stuff. Uh-huh.
I think my grandmother taught me one thing that she'd say, I'll make you some toast and oatmeal. And then she'd tear my toast up in little pieces and mix it up with the oatmeal. And that
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. And if you were really good, you might have a sprinkle of cinnamon in it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes.
And the cinnamon really makes that recipe pop.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
something my mother, she says she did not do this when we were growing up, but she did. She used to make sugar pies. Put sugar and cinnamon and a biscuit, roll it out,
Uh-huh.
and then, fry it. And my cousin Carolyn, every so often she'd go, "Remember those sugar pies?" Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
butter. Yeah, sugar, butter, and cinnamon.
That sounds just like a sopapilla.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't it, Nancy? Yeah. Don, you bet.
I
would
I
go for
agree.
that. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So we grew up with oatmeal. What was your favorite breakfast when you were growing up at home?
Oh, really? Let's see. All of it.
All of
Anything
it.
with hash browns and sausage and eggs. I guess that would be it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was always a
And,
big.
chocolate biscuits. My mother made biscuits, and then she made in um, a pan of chocolate,
Uh-huh.
and then
Pour it Oh,
poured over the biscuits. Oh,
oh my goodness, that sounds so larrapin good.
it was a
Huh?
grandkid's favorite.
Oh, I bet so. Yeah. There's something about biscuits and grandmothers that just go together. I think so. Well, Don, how are you and Madison getting along?
We're doing fine. The Oregon inspector's here, and she has terrible separation anxiety from Myra.
Ah,
So if I'm not holding her, she actually goes crazy, barking
well, I'm,
and jumping
I'm
up and
glad
down.
you
So
can.
that's why I'm doing this.
Well, that's sweet. You're a good daddy.
We're trying
Yeah.
to show her that she doesn't have to be with Myra every single day, following her around. That she can get by without her.
How old is she?
She's 5 months old now, and we've had her for 5 weeks.
Wow, and she's like that?
What's that?
And
Attached.
she's attached that much?
Oh, yeah.
She's gonna have trouble. My granddaughter's dog, which he's old, and he goes bananas when she goes to work. Drives me crazy
How long does it last, Nan?
until she walks in that door.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
she's crazy all day?
He is. Oh,
He is.
yeah. He goes. Her other dog. He's jealous of the other dog, and the other dog will come in the house and he'll start barking at him
Mm-hmm.
and won't shut up. And I have to get up and stare at him in the face to shut him up.
Yep.
Uh,
So we've had 5 dogs. I think this is our fifth dog, and they've all been attached to Myra, but never quite as uh, um, psychologically as this one has. And when I say psychologically, I mean psycho.
oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Yes. I understand bonding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bird does that with me,
Oh
totally.
yeah.
Mhm. Wow.
Well, we're able to leave the house for 3 or 4 hours at a time,
Uh-huh.
but we have to be prepared. We have a little pen we put her in, and when we get back, she's probably had an accident in it. So, but 3 or 4 hours is a long time for her to go without going outside. So
Yeah.
that's part of it.
Yeah. And she'll soon learn that that's her space and she'll quit doing that.
Well,
Right,
that's what we plan on. That's what we're planning on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. You guys,
That's like the old man has got to where he can't hold it and he don't make it out the doggy door.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
But
you need to put him
that's age.
like they do in the nursing home. You put them on a toileting schedule. Every so often, you just take them out. At least that's what I hear that happens in a nursing home. I don't know.
That's how we're trying to do our dogs. Our oldest dog is she has mommy attachments also, but she just you see pictures of Snoopy when he's sad, his
Uh-huh.
head droops over on his doghouse. She does that. Her head droops down and her ears droop down. She looks like she's sad, but she's gotten over the bark her head off kind of thing.
Thank goodness. That makes your life a little easier, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at what's coming up, gang.
Hey.
Yeah. Where did this go? I'm sharing. Let's open this puppy. Okay, one more time. There's healthy cooking. Don't do that. That's the one that I made. And
Yep.
this is not super, super sweet, but it's satisfying. And for
Okay.
me to have, if you see that chunk that I took out, usually I would want twice that much if I had an item like this.
Yeah.
But this chunk was plenty for me because it was dense and a little bit sweet and very
Yeah.
satisfying.
Good.
And because it has the date sugar in it, it stayed with me longer.
So you baked this and then you didn't refrigerate it, you baked it?
It's in the refrigerator now.
Okay. Okay.
Because I did those wrong things. I had the frozen blueberries
Yeah.
and I used a different kind of sugar. It took a lot longer for it to cook. So I cooked it an extra 15 minutes and then I turned
Okay.
the oven off and left it in there so that it firmed up. But that's not what the recipe would normally do.
Right. Right.
Yes. And there's date syrup in the store,
Yep.
and more date syrup and the recipe. Okay.
Is it Whole Foods that carry that?
Walmart carries it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look at this. Look at this on the lower left, Walmart. On the lower right, Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I did not know. And Albertsons?
Uh-huh. And Amazon if you ever get deliveries.
Yeah, oh, all the time.
Well, there you go.
All the time here. Tim, with the way he works,
Uh-huh.
he orders stuff for his job all the time and it comes here to the house.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm glad to show you that it's not an unusual item.
And see, Albertsons, well, it must be a smaller package. Because it's half the price of Walmart.
It's
I saw
probably
that.
it's probably half the size. I wish I could see it better.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I agree with you. If it's half the price, it's probably half the size.
Okay, here we go. Let's make it bigger. That's turbinado sugar. It's not date sugar. It just
Okay.
happens to be in the same
Okay.
Oh,
area.
okay.
Well, I don't even know what turbinados are.
I don't either. It's sugar, and it's
Yeah.
processed a different way. Well, how fun is that? Okay, let's look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we have frog bingo all day
Ribbit,
long.
ribbit.
Yes, yes. And just because it's us chickens, I want to show you the rest of the week.
Okay.
Wednesday, we're seeing eyeglasses during Artful Moments. I wonder if she'll show us Buddy Holly. You never know.
You never know.
You don't.
Oh.
And Thursday, I'm going to introduce TED Talks.
TED Talks. All right.
Yeah, we may do Teepa Snow if anybody's interested in Teepa Snow down the road.
Okay.
What is that?
She is a well-respected speaker about all things dementia,
Yes, she
About-
is.
coping and education and processing and how to solve problems and things like that.
I think Myers saw her once when she was in Fort Worth area one time.
She was the Dementia Friendly, when it was a baby, brought Teepa Snow here.
Oh, did they?
And I'm so sorry I wasn't affiliated and I missed it. She's hot. I think they had about 900 people that showed up for her talk. Now she's a hot ticket.
Yes, she is.
So we'll do things like how to have fun and how to laugh and how to make friends, just the light stuff on TED Talks.
Yeah.
And on Friday, we're going to have Texas Winds back for a day.
Okay.
And I don't know who Duo Renard is, but evidently it's two people making music.
Duo Renard.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe that's his first name.
The duo is probably two people.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
Well,
kidding.
Okay. Hey, Duo, come to dinner.
Hey, Duo, get in here.
Yeah. Good to see you, Duo.
Yeah.
Thank
Where's your
you
other
all.
half?
Thank you all for the unusual day.
All right, thank you. That was
Yeah.
good, Martha.
Thank you. We'll see you some at 11:30, some at 1:30, and I'll see you tomorrow for bingo.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day, folks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.